Hi, folks. How's everybody doing out there tonight? I'm gonna let a couple more people filter in the stream, and then we'll start breaking in these new ropes. This is my old silverback, the one that's got the fancy metal Honda on it. So, hope everybody out there's been doing good. Oh, that was ugly. All right. Thanks, Stranger Things. That's a bunch of misfits in the background there. Hi, Daniel. All right, guys. So we got 3 new ropes here. This is an old silverback. Hi, Tyler. This one here is the first one we're going to talk about today. We got a double extra soft tracer. Stranger Things and stuff. What are the horses' names? Well, tell you what, after we get done talking about this first rope, I'll go down, I'll take the phone over and introduce you to all of them. How about that? Perfect. All right. So this is a double extra soft tracer, brand new, straight out of the box. It's a poly nylon blend. Just like all nylon, it's got a little bit of wax on it right now. So I've never used a double extra soft tracer. I've used an extra soft tracer before. Got along pretty good with it. I think this is a 5/16. Yep, 5/16 3-strand. So we're gonna see how it does here, just on some basic heel traps, some neck shots, stuff like that. You guys see the legs of that dummy pretty good? It looks like you can. De-race cattle. I work for a ranch. I'm a hired ranch hand. I've got a couple cows of my own, but nothing worth really writing home about. Whoa, front leg. No good that one. You see, it's got, the old tracer's got quite a bit of body there. It's fast too. Really fast. These nylon ropes, I don't use very many nylon ropes. They just kind of don't, I don't rope the best with them, but these tracers are about the best ones I've found. Are you one of the Mexicans? Nope, just a guy. Just a guy. Might throw a pretty good Del Viano here. This rope's got a ton of life, a ton of bounce to it. I tried telling my friend about playing Russian roulette, but it went one ear and out the other. Yeah, that'll happen. Musa, real cowboy. Some days I don't quite feel like it. I've seen some of your videos, Tyler. You rope the dummy quite a bit. The way I throw a heel loop from a horseback, it's hard for me to throw it on the ground. Musa says I'm Russian, so he's as real of a cowboy as it gets. That's pretty cool. What's the weather like over there in Russia right now? All right. Hi, Antonio. So again, this is Tracer poly nylon blend. Pretty good feeling rope. I think if I was like to enter up in another ranch rodeo, I'd probably take a Tracer like this. I think it'd be pretty good if you were trying to go pretty fast. It would last a real long time being a nylon. They make these in extra soft, double extra soft, and triple extra soft. And on my website, the triple extra soft with the metal ring on it, that's what we call the horse rope. And they're pretty good for that. Let's see here. Pretty much good in Moscow, 5 a.m. Are you an early riser, Musa? If did he... No, James, it's still hot here. We're a little cooler than we were. We were above 100 every day for several weeks. And then we've been kind of in the 90s right now. I miss the Tracer stuff. How would it be for picking up bulls? Terry, if I was to buy one of my ropes to pick up bulls with, it'd be a Tracer. Probably an extra soft or a double extra soft. And for the reason being, it's the only nylon blend I sell. They're hell for stout. You can get them in the 5/16 or the 3/8 scant. Yeah, Tex, I got a dark sense of humor myself. I've been reading them. So, hi Sarah. Looking for a bull shagging rope? Terry, without a doubt, this Tracer'd be the one to go to. You can get them in, I think 30 to 80 foot lengths on the website. And if you want to buy a longer length than that, just shoot me an email, rubucknevada.com. We'll get you set up. Yeah, if I was being a pickup man shagging bulls, a Tracer would I pack? Because even if you got a bareback horse or something, you just got to drape that loop over his head. This Tracer's going to stay open for you, just to drop a loop over. Where polys, you know how polys are, they won't. Ian, thanks. Catch that horse. We'll go see him. I'm not gonna rope him though. I try to keep mine gentler than that. So, okay. Anybody got any other questions about the tracer? Pretty nice, but quite humid. Yeah, I imagine it would be in Virginia. No, Tex, not shagging bulls bareback. Shagging bulls and picking up on bareback horses. Jeez. Sarah, we're gonna go see the horses here in just a minute. So making sure that everybody's seen what they want to see of the tracer. Daniel, okay, I'm sorry. I read a comment from Virginia earlier. Sorry about that. All right, we'll set the tracer down here. We'll take you guys over, introduce you to the horse herd. Now, that tracer being a nylon blend, you don't have the distance on it like you would the polys. I got 2 more polys over there that are brand new, and when we go back to talking about those, I'll throw some distance shots for you. Brooklyn, I've got I think 10 of them here. Let me turn this camera around for you. All right. Thanks, Matthew. We're doing good, Sarah. All right, this old girl here, this is Quincy. She's in her late teens. She's been with my wife and I forever. She's, I wish she was bigger because she's real smart. She was easy to break, easy to train. This here is Hot Lips. She's a 3-year-old. She's half quarter horse, half Clydesdale. Thanks, Tex. Cool. And she's all personality, this one, aren't you? So underneath her neck there, we have my wife's little barrel horse filly Rogue. She's a yearling. She's out of Fallon Taylor's stud. Oh dang it, the black and white paint, I can't remember his name. Yeah, Tex, she's a barrel racing stud. So, and she's out of the old sorrel mare here. So we got Kelly right here. Kelly's full quarter horse. She's 3 years old. She's still here. Some friends of mine are going to end up with her. But she's here right now. She's gentle. I haven't done very much with Kelly, just because I know that the friends of mine that are buying her are going to want to do it. And then we got the old paint mare. She's 23 or 24. Just living out retirement, living her best life. She was my wife's high school rodeo horse. So she's hanging in there. Last winter was pretty rough on her, but she's doing pretty good. And of course, Hot Lips come back to say hi. All right, take you over here. We'll go see the geldings now. The sorrel right here, this is Henry. No, Doran, this is just my personal horses. Not an auction pen here. Henry is 5 years old. He's in the hackamore, doing really well. I can do just about anything I need to on him. He's got enough cow that a lot of what I have to do when I'm riding him is hold him off because he wants to work them all. Are you familiar with Oaklawn? Never heard of it, Tex. This little guy here, this is Trapper John. He's another half Clydesdale, half quarter horse. He's a full sibling to Hot Lips. And actually, I wanted to check his shoulder. You guys can see he got kicked or in a fence or something a couple days ago, about 2 weeks ago. It's looking a lot better. It's healing up good. I've been putting fly ointment and stuff like that to keep it clean. So we're a rescue shelter here in Texas for farmer exotic animals. Oh, that's really neat, Doran. It's Horse Tack in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Tex, I will look that up after the live stream. Daniel, you have a good night. Get you some rest. So, anyways, Henry is overly friendly. We'll see them three in a minute. This is Luke, my Mustang. Those of you that have watched my channel have seen him a ton. Nah, no, I rode bareback horses in college and high school, and I got on a couple here this spring for some fun. But never did get into riding bulls. But Luke's a Mustang. He was gathered out of Central Nevada. I've got him straight up in the bridle. He's my go-to guy. I can do anything I need to on him. Got Trapper right here. And another half draft. This is Rush. For those of you that... We had a Mustang here named Mustang Sally. That's pretty cool, Doran. Rush is a half Clydesdale, half quarter horse also. He is a 4-year-old this year. He's in the Hackamore, and he's the horse that I'll be taking to the Brannaman Pro-Am Ropin here in a couple weeks. And he is basically a great big teddy bear. So we got Miss Thule here. For those of you that were around the channel this spring, you guys know she went to Idaho and she raised an orphan foal after the foal she had this year died. Anyway, she did a great job raising that foal up there, and she just came home earlier this week, so I've got her in a separate pen here while she gets used to everybody again. But she's doing great. How big are those cross geldings? They were Shire horse cross, pretty good size. Too big for cow pens, really. Well, I'll do this for you, James. I'm 5'10", and when I stand next to Rush's withers, let's see, they hit me right about there on the level. So he's pretty tall, probably in the 17 hand range, I'd guess. If not, he's got to be 17. When I saddle him, the top of my saddle horn's taller than I am. But he travels country good. I do anything a working cowboy need to off of him. He's kind of like a semi-truck. It takes him a second to get going, but he's got enough cow in him. Good night, Sarah. He's got enough cow in him that I can sort in the alley or in a pen or run one down and rope it. He's only a 4-year-old, so he's not perfect at anything yet by any means, but he's dang sure proficient enough. Hey, that's cool, Tyler. I'll check that out. Can I pet that dog? You could pet the black one, but I don't let anybody pet the puppy yet. The black one there, that's Ollie. You guys know him. He's a goofball. And Baker, the pups, he just run off. So, hey, Trapper. But anyways, that's the horse herd. I'm going to go back over and let's talk about some more ropes. Have I ever owned racehorses? No. I have always been into... Watch your nose. Always been into quarter horses. So... What do you think, Quincy? Wizard, I'm in northern Nevada. Thanks for the sub, Doran. We'll see you guys around. You have a great night too. Enjoy your work. Okay, guys. What's the lifespan of a horse? That depends. I like to see them go into their early to mid 20s as a working horse, and then the pro rodeo world lost a bucking horse a couple weeks ago. He was 35 years old, and he, if I remember right, he bucked into his mid 20s. That's a good one, Paul. Patrick, the difference is between a quarter horse and a 50-cent horse that a quarter horse weighs half as much. That's all sarcasm, by the way. Okay, second new rope of the night is probably what's going to end up being my favorite rope of the night. This is a 9.0 Silverback. It's a lead core poly rope. It's got a lot of weight. just enough body to feel pretty decent. You can see this one's brand new. It's wanting to do some weird stuff. I'm not even gonna throw that. I'm gonna take it over and we're gonna run it through my post to break it in real quick. But before we go over there, we'll get the second, or the third and the last new rope out. Oh yeah, Pat, I got a goofy sense of humor too, Patrick. You're all good. This rope is another lead core poly. It's called the Spade. This Spade is a touch lighter than the Silverback and has just a touch more body to it. This Spade's a really good feeling rope also. You see, it's kind of wanting to do a little bit of weird stuff, not near as much. So, it needs broke in too. So I'm gonna, instead of just starting to throw them at the dummy and stuff, I'm gonna take them over and you guys can go with me while I break them in. Sarah, my favorite TV show is MASH. You probably guessed that by a couple of my horses' names. Yep, Ian, exactly. That's what that lead core does. Hi, Wanda. Okay, I'll show you guys what I got to get these ropes broke in a little bit. And it doesn't get them broken perfect, but it does a good enough job. Yep, Wizard, this typical evening, just another night. So you can see I've got 3 holes in this post. I'm gonna take, once I get you guys situated, to just take the rope out of itself here. Like so. Run it through like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the rest of it and walk it out in a straight line, that way it doesn't tangle. That's what was my first show on TV I like to watch. Yep. You knew horses or girls? That's awesome, Tyler. Like to watch Heartland on TV. That's my favorite show. Yep. I wouldn't want that around my neck. Well, Ian, if you're a cow and you behave yourself, you don't get it around your neck very often. Got it all straightened out. Now, okay, and it's pretty simple. I'm gonna pull this just till it hits the other end of it and stops. Okay, do the same back the other way now. Now, poly ropes, they break in real easy. Just once through this deal is usually enough for most polys. I have had some cotton ropes that I've had to run through that thing a whole bunch of times. Brinley! Okay, and my two ends, put it back together. My little girl's out trying to get my attention. Okay, I'll coil this one back up and we're gonna do the same thing with that silverback. I'm not necessarily worried about getting the prettiest coil job on it right now because I'm just gonna go throw it at the dummy a whole bunch. So. Oh yeah, I was gonna go live last night for a while because I got these ropes in a day or two ago, and there was a big thunderstorm. It would be off to the east of me, which would have made for a really cool background, some lightning, a little bit of thunder. It was not doing anything where I was at, but when I do these live streams, I use the Starlink in my house, and I wasn't sure the power wasn't going to go out, and I didn't want to lose internet right during the middle of a live stream. Ian, the sun's going down for me right now. We just had dinner a few minutes ago. So, same thing on this one. I'll see if I set you guys up here though. Maybe that's not gonna work, I don't know. There we go. In Colorado and it's dark. Yep, that sounds about right. Starlink means look at the insides on a video. You know, Ian, I've never thought of that, but you got me interested now. Patrick. When I acted up, my old man had a leather strap he used to sharpen a straight razor on. That thing scared the hell out of me. Did you know Bruce Lee had a vegan brother named Broccoli? That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna... Well, here, I can just do this, I guess. Trying to involve you guys much. I'll just take you with me. It'll be simpler. I need to get a stand for my phone. All I do is just, once I get the end threaded through the post over there, thanks, Julie. I've been told that once or twice. Favorite rope was a blue tail. Was that like a poly rope, Wayne, or what was that? Yeah, Johnny. Not many guys break them in this way anymore. Wayne, it was a cotton. Adios, James. I'm usually a cotton man myself, James, or Wayne. All right, Ian. Make sure and check the regular side of the channel out. Hopefully, we'll see you over there. So, Okay guys, I'm gonna pull that rope through. Hopefully my phone don't fall off of this post. If it does, just hang out. I'll be right back. Pull it back through this way now. Hey Spiro, how's it going? We just got through talking about a new tracer, a double extra soft that I got, and we just got through running a brand new silverback and a brand new spade through my post to get them broke in. We're gonna take them over now and rope the dummy with them some. Yeah, Johnny, I'm in northern Nevada. How's things up Washington way there, Spiro? Go back over here. If you guys get abducted, it's probably because my toddler's out and about and she likes to steal phones. So if I notice that she's running off with you guys, I will try to get to you and save you as quick as possible. Doing good, nice kid there. Been pretty cool in low 70s. Well, that's awesome, Spiro. Glad to hear it. So, all right, we're gonna start here with this spade. 3-strand, 60 foot of it. Feels real nice now. Turn this dummy right here. We'll start with a few neck shots. Been to Washington anyway, only been down to Alabama actually. And a few other places down south. Kevin, Chico, California. Pretty hot there in Chico today, Kevin? Yeah. Yeah, this spade reel's good. It's fast. It's fast and it's real fluid feeling. Real snappy. It feels like something you'd like to take to a branding. All right. We'll set you here, and we'll see how it throws a heel trap for you. See, whole bunch of body there. Like I said, it's a little bit lighter with a little bit more body than that silverback has. California is always wild, man. Throw a simple little hip shot right here. See, it's got enough weight to come around there and set itself up. See, that far tip blew through like you'd want. So I'm gonna try getting you guys down there. See how it throws a turnover. Whoa. That ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to change that a little bit. There we go. Whoa, not with that rope. But I've been throwing all my turnovers with that rope that's got that brass Honda on it, and the weight's way different. The spade wants to be real fast, and I'm not the best with turnovers and Del Viennos, but it really wants to draw shut real quick. Kevin, 95 degrees, that sounds about right for Chico. Did you see where I was going through Redding about a month ago? Well, not quite to Redding yet, and split the radiator in my pickup. Had 6 horses on the trailer there climbing out of Susanville, and that was a long day that day. Yeah, humidity's pretty good up. It's gonna suck when it gets cold. Yeah, the cold always sucks, Johnny. I agree. So throw a couple more shots with the spade, and then we'll talk about that silverback there. You can see that there's still kind of some kinks and wobbles and stuff in that rope. Once it gets a couple calves, probably 5 calves roped on it, let it run across your saddle horn, it'll break in and just be as true as can be. So I'm not concerned about that yet. Let's see, kick that way. So that's a good heel trap. See, it's got enough body to stay open. If you were brand new to poly ropes, a spade would be a pretty decent option for you. So, anyways, I'll try one turnover headshot here, and then we'll talk about the Fraser or silverback over there. Shanked it. Hard left. Anyways, guys, that's the spade. You can get them on the website. I tagged them in the products to the video. Now we're going to talk about my personal poly rope, the silverback, not to be confused with that Gorilla, Johnny. All right, so just like any rope being brand new, It's gonna have some kinks and wobbles and stuff like that in it. But the silverbacks, God, they just feel great. They're heavy. They're not obnoxiously heavy. And they have some body to them, but they're awesome. I love them. See that nice open delivery when you just let them sail out there after a good powerful swing? You can see they got a little less body than that spade did. So when you're heeling stuff with the silverback versus the spade, and even more so like with that tracer, your timing of your heel shot's gonna matter a lot more. Well, yeah, Johnny, that's the whole point of streaming, is to talk with you guys and, I don't know, sell some ropes and see what you guys are looking for in a rope and stuff like that. What kind of roping does your cousin do? Get these coils lined out here a little bit nicer. So, who was it in the chat room earlier was asking about throwing these polys a long ways? Oh, it works out on this ranch. Probably just kind of same kind of roping I do, just working cowboy roping. Oh yeah, yeah. It's important to be able to throw them a long ways. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna move you guys. Let's see here. Right there. I'm gonna step back a bit. Actually, yeah, we'll use this new silverback here. Too far. A little bit too far on that one. Paul, our channel's not big enough to need a moderator yet. Appreciate the offer, though. Hey, get down. Step back here, put a couple coils in. Oh, that one hung on my hand. That was my bad. I'm half nervous I'm going to hit my phone with this thing. All right. We're for cereal now. Okay, we're being real about it now. Snagged it from 3 coils. That's awesome. Levi, what were we roping with? Nice, Levi. Good deal. Oh yeah. Yep. I like cotton ropes myself. Have you got yours treated with anything or like a wax cotton? Don't count when you rope the whole dummy, how they're just gonna run through it. Yeah, Vaquero, just breaking in some new ropes. We got a brand new double extra soft tracer, a brand new spade, and a brand new silverback. I took them to my post that I got some holes drilled in, wove them through there and pulled them through just once each direction, just to kind of get a little bit of the new off of them. My little setup. You mean the roping dummy there, Levi? Let's see. Johnny, it would have to have been a maguey rope, which would have been a grass rope, or well, an organic rope made out of the fibers of an agave plant to cost $300. That's the only rope that would cost that much. Vaquero, let's see here, I'll turn you around here. The silverback, of course, it needs a little bit of breaking in, not much. That spade, it feels great. The silverback I'll like more because, I mean, you've seen all the roping I've done with my old silverback. The tracer here, I think it'd be a hell of a good rope. Like if you were to go to a kind of a team ropey or branding or maybe a ranch rodeo or something like that. Yeah, Vaquero, shoot a $300 Riata. That'd be on the cheaper end of those. I didn't think about that. I bought a little spearhead and just mounted it to a post. Well, that'll work, Levi. This one's real simple. I just took some old lodge poles that were broke from the corrals. The backbone of it, you can see here, it's just a little bit lower than hip high, and I don't know, 3 or 4 feet in between the front legs. Just I didn't want it too small. Hispanic senses are figured more. I didn't want it too small because that'll kind of build you some bad habits. I built it kind of to the size of like a wiener calf or something like that, but just real simple. It's just decking screws holding it together and scrap wood. Rope and dummies don't gotta be fancy at all. Johnny, that rope is called a maguey. Maguay is how you spell that. And it's made of the fibers from an agave plant, the same plant that tequila is made out of. It's pretty traditional for Mexicans to use that rope. Yeah, Levi, there's nothing wrong. I mean, you can even go rope that purple bucket if you wanted to. Anything you can rope helps. So I'm gonna get my old broke in, almost wore out silverback, and I'm gonna practice throwing some turnovers here and maybe some long hula hands and stuff like that. Of course, we got the pro-am coming up in about 2 weeks now. Actually, 2.5 weeks. Starts the 21st, whatever that is. So, like I said, this silverback, I put one of my engraved Hondas on. Yeah, Terry, absolutely. I roping a trash can. I remember as a kid roping kids at the school bus stop. I mean, you get a rope in your hands, you rope anything you can. Where's it going to be at the Pro-Am? What do you mean, Vaquero? The Pro-Am's in Ogden, Utah this year. My friend tried opening for the first time. You know how it is, Levi. You got to throw a million loops before you make one catch. It takes a long time to learn. You're okay. I don't know what she did, but she just tipped over forwards. Off a little bit. Hi, Vladimir. Hey, Adriana. I ripped the fence supposed to be. Yep, anything will work. Hey, stay out. Ixtil or Sogas to Ixtil. I've never heard that, Vaquero. That's interesting. Jeez, the paint's name behind me, her name's Jossie. She's my wife's old high school rodeo horse. Old girl's been a lot of miles. She's like 25 or 26 years old now. Hi, Bubba. Yeah, I'm good. How are you, Bubba? He's over here. All right, good to hear it. These turnovers aren't working for me tonight. You guys think I'm lying, but they've been working pretty good until I turned the camera on, and now they're not working. Stage fright. You guys are making me nervous. Hey, get down. Oh my gosh. This is not working, guys. Yeah, you too, Bubba. Okay, Vaquero, you tell me what I'm doing wrong throwing that turn over there. I've been getting them to land pretty good, and the tip's been blowing through, and I turned the camera on, and it ain't working. Levi, I'll rope anything I need to. If you mean rope steers as in like the steer roping or the team roping, no, I don't go to town and rope in the arenas very much. I rope outside. Oh my gosh. This is horrible. It's the camera, honey. There, we got one to sit in there. Oh yeah, if you got a practice donkey, Levi, that's a really good deal. Yeah, that one sat in there pretty good. It blew through there like I want it to. Jeez. All right, I'm done embarrassing myself with the turnovers. Let's go to some real long backhands. Guess I'll go rope. Okay, hold on, Terry. There we are. All right, party. Guess I'll go rope the dummy. I'll still got to finish watching the heifer together. Hey, you too, Terry. Thanks for watching. Good seeing you again. Looks good from this angle. Jimbo, my wife's sitting right behind the pickup over there. All right, we'll go to some long hula hands with this brass Honda on this rope. You can throw them a long ways. How long have you been roping? Well, I'm 34 and I started roping when I was 10 or 11. All right, Tyler, I'll check it out when I get done with my live stream here, buddy. I'm glad you got some horses. Does Paint want to come in and get her grain hood? You can set her bucket right here. Old broken silverback. You guys see it? It flies a long ways. Do you know anyone in your area that has good ranch horses for sale? But girl, for ranch horses, there's that ranch horse sale in Winnemucca. A guy could come out of there pretty good if he's careful. About the best ranch horse sale I know is Van Norman and Friends Production Sale. They're pretty honest, pretty good. They're some friends of mine. I've known them for quite a long time, and I think they're about the most honest and reputable sale. I'll shoot you a text message, Vaquero, about one horse I know and see what you're looking for. Did you get my text message? Oh, I guess it was probably about a week ago. Oh yeah. So are you trying? Are you you team roping a lot then, Levi, or what are you focusing mostly on? My cousin in your area looking for a good rancher, so I didn't. Hopefully, I sent the right number. Send me another message through the website there, Vaquero. You got me, rope. Kevin, there's all sorts of ropes on my website, that's thru.nevada.com, and got all these polys, plus a whole bunch of more polys. Got cottons, dry, waxed. Have that tracer right there. That's the poly nylon blend. Got all sorts of ropes there. Hey, you want your grain? Let's see. Well, that's 3 for 3 on the long hula hands. Probably better quit there. Old paint mare wants her grain. She gets grain every night. Yeah, Spiro, the hula hand was working pretty good tonight. Makes up for all the misses that the turnovers had. You want in here, old lady? I ain't. She gets grain every night, so she knows the... Perfect, Levi. I'm the same way. I rodeoed in high school and college, but now I just do the ranch inside of it. Don't go make a mess. Thank you. Go over here and get her grain. My headlights quit working in my old Dodge here, so I have a headlight switch and a dimmer switch on order for it. Let's see. Get Paint's grain from my wife.
What are you doing?
Can I have Paint's grain?
Yeah.
Is it soaking out here? Or?
No, you gotta get the bucket.
Oh, I have to get the bucket. Yeah, JC. Spiros struggle with the turnover as well. Man, I know I just sound like every other dweeb behind the camera, but this morning I was just roping the dummy, and the turnovers were falling great. I mean, consistently too. Oh, thanks, Vaquero. Hold on, I gotta set you guys down to untie her bucket real quick. Hi. Yeah, the old war wagon there. I just put those racks on not too long ago. But just got a 318. It's been 500,000 miles, literally. It's a third motor in it, second transmission. It runs really good, starts right up. So. Yep. Sometimes I'll enter some tournaments, but not really. Yeah, I'm not the biggest on entering things myself either, Levi. I had Michael Clausen from Buck and K Horsemanship. He asked me if I'd rope with him in the Pro-Am, and that's kind of led to this. Oh, you gotta get water. So I'm gonna do that, and then we went to the Bundy Ranch Rodeo earlier this year, which was a big kind of YouTuber ranch rodeo, and I choked horribly. I couldn't rope anything that day. It was pathetic. It was fun, had a lot of fun, but yeah, I mostly like to rope at brandings, and I like to rope the doctor and stuff like that. It seems like the competition side of it's not really my favorite, but it's fun to meet people and collaborate and all that. Vaquero says it's been a good truck for sure with that many miles. Yeah. Yeah, she's pretty good. I'd show you the inside, but well, shoot, I'll show you anyways, I guess. It's messy. Really, really messy. I mean, it's a ranch truck. But then I got the dash tore off it right now because I had to pull that headlight switch out. So I'm going to replace the headlight switch and the dimmer switch. And I think that'll get my lights back. But Keith, I like to fish. I haven't been fishing in a couple years. I like to fly fish from a float tube or troll with my grandpa's old boat. And I know for those of you that have watched the channel or been on the live streams, you've heard me say I'm terrified of water, which is true, but it's moving water I'm terrified of. To be on a lake doesn't bother me, just to clarify that. No, the interior's pretty good. The water's calling your name. This is your sign. I've got too much work to do, Keith. Seat's in pretty good shape. Got a little tear. I had a saddle blanket cover on it, and it just got sun beaten. But you can see the dash plate's in good shape. Other than you got the one little, oh, it's gonna be weird. The one little hole cut out right there for a CB. What about the ocean? No, I spent about a year roughnecking on the drilling rigs offshore, Spiro, and I wasn't ever really the biggest fan of the boat rides there and back. And I really didn't like being at the bottom of the structure of the platform where it met the water. That made me really nervous. But actually, like being on the platform and working itself, it did. You were so high up above the water and had a job to do, so it didn't bother me there. But the reason I'm scared of the water is when I was little, I got sucked through an irrigation culvert, and it just put the fear of God about water in me. So, like irrigating around the valley here, you get near some of the structures that have, oops, sorry guys. You get near some of the structures that have the big drops and stuff, and that much water moving makes me nervous. But that money, yes, John, that's exactly what it was. I was hard up, and they offered to pay well. I knew how to roughneck already, so it kind of made sense. Hang on, guys. Come here, Mama. All right, we got a happy paint man. Yeah, it was horrible, Vaquero. It folded me in half, and I went through butt first, and the last thing I remember is my lungs were on fire, and everything was turning red from the outside end that I could see. And it spat me out, and I probably should have died that day, but God's grace, I didn't. Is that pretty good slop there, old paint? Good deal, Tyler. Like I said, I'll watch that when I get done with my live stream here. So she's eating. Go check everybody else real quick, and then I probably ought to. Hi, Monster. Yeah. Goodbye. She's busy, I guess. Thanks, William. You ready for dinner there, Hot Lips? What you guys? Yeah, Tyler, I'll leave you a comment on it. That's no problem. Hi, Kelly. You guys all good? And of course, Henry's got to be right here. So. Oh, Thule, she's a thrifty one. She figured out she could move these panels and get just close enough to that end of that bale that she could eat on it. Yeah, I don't blame you for being scared to swim in that ditch afterwards either, Vaquero. It's a scary deal. I need to put your fly mask back on, huh, Mama? Yeah. She came home way friendlier than she was before she left. The people where she went have asked me not to name them on the YouTube channel, so I'm going to respect that. But they took really good care of her. And I mean, this is really friendly for her. It's probably hard to see. Maybe see she's got a shine to her compared to my other horses. They took good care of her. You don't have a shine, do you, Henry? Not much. So, Baker, come here. What do you think? Are you gonna make a dog or not? She's been kind of slow in the making a dog department, but should be all right. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go back over here to these ropes one last time, run through them again. If you got any questions about them, now's the time to ask, because I'm gonna shut the live stream down here pretty quick. And this is the exact reason every little girl needs an old paint mare. Hey, you're not supposed to be in the horse pens. Yeah, come here. Oh, are you going out? Okay. Camto, my favorite rope is the silverback. Got a brand new one right there. It's a lead weighted poly. Well, sorry about that, guys. All right, Vaquero, sounds good. Camto, the silverback is a lead weighted poly. Get it untangled. Hey, you stay down. Get him. Brinley, out. Go on, you're not supposed to be in the horse pens. So, 310 used to sell it as a speckled Uza. It's called a silverback. That's my favorite rope. It turns into the best feeling rope. Wait a point, horse. That's awesome. There's nothing like good old horses, Levi. So, this one here, of course, is that tracer poly nylon blend. If you're like a novice roper, a beginner roper, this tracer is going to be a great option. You're not supposed to be in the horse pens. My little girl is like, no, you're in the horse pens. I'm going to be in the horse pens. Yeah, you. Okay. Hey, stop. You're shaking all of YouTube. Then you got... Mama, Dada! Then you got the spade. That's another lead weighted poly. Feels really good. It'd be, if you're kind of used to roping and looking to get a new poly, you're new to poly ropes, spade would be a good option. So, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate you watching. It's been fun. Had a good night tonight. Spiro, Vaquero, Levi, everybody that was chatting tonight, I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great Sunday tomorrow. And if you think of anything you'd like to see on Tuesday's video, just leave a comment on yesterday's video. I think that'll work. Anyways, guys. Ropin, go to Jeff Smith Team Ropin, Ardmore. Oh, good deal, Camto. Hey, I'll see you on the next live stream or check you out in some of the videos, guys. Adios.